right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you a daily horoscope for Friday, 27th of November, 2020. We've got the moon, top of the morning, moving into Taurus, okay? Now, the moon is exalted in Taurus. We talk about this every moon. The moon is exalted in Taurus because Taurus in the zodiac is this stable sign, is the most stable sign. Stubborn to a good fault. You know, this is a positive aspect of being stubborn. It's that solid ground. It's the solid ground, right? Our house isn't just going to fall off of this cliff or into the water, be swept away by the shores. This is solid ground. We're used to walking on, right? The old familiar. Okay, so the moon is moving to the old familiar. So where it's exalted. Our emotional moon experiences a lot every month. We experience a lot emotionally on a second by second, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day basis, right? You know, we can experience in 1 hour an entire array of emotions. You know, we can be up, we can be down, sideways, confused, lost, found, happy, depressed, you know what I mean? Like, it's all over the place. Anyway, so our moon, which is out of all of our personal planets, experiences the most array of energy every day, every month, gets to a place of stability, which is really nice, okay? Especially coming from where we've been. It's like, the Mercury retrograde and the Mars retrograde, both of these has ended. You know, we finally have forward momentum coming back. We have our big three up in Capricorn all moving forward. You know, there's progress happening. Even if it's slow but sure, it's progress, right? So now it's just like we've been on a whirlwind freaking roller coaster of 2020. You know, we can say that this year is terrible, or we can look back and be like, holy smokes, all this shadow work that I've been doing has really allowed mega growth, right? And I think that falls for the majority of people that I've met anyway. That it's not been a terrible year, but it's just been a year full of challenges, and those challenges, of course, bring us growth. Anyway, so what's unique about today's challenge? There's a few things, okay? We have one, we're still creating this bit of a trine here, 5 degrees, like we talked about Thursday into Friday. You know, the sun, the point of illumination coming from the higher philosophical place of our minds, okay? The higher philosophical place of the archetype that we are, okay? The guru, the teacher, the educator, the philosopher, the pastor, whatever, the informer, the speaker, the guest speaker, the keynote speaker. This is who you are. This is our point of illumination. Okay, so there's insight that we are seeking that, again, brings us to this place of healing and self-satisfaction, okay, where we're allowing ourselves to just be when I say content with ourselves, it's in a very positive way. Not content like we're settling, content like, yeah, I'm starting to feel good. Like there's a good feeling of where I am in my life, where things are headed. It's like at the top of this pandemic, it was so new, people didn't know. And it's like now we've been in this for a few months. The whole world has been exposed to this for a few months. Coming into this like second lockdown, it's not as the frenzy, there's not as much frenzy. It's like we're more educated in how to deal with this particular lockdown in this same pandemic than we did the first time around, right? It's like revisiting something of the past, but it's just different this time. We come at it with a smarter, way, a smarter approach, collectively, individually as well as collectively, right? And this Sagittarius is a collective sign. Right, so together, collectively, we're all handling this more maturely, more responsibly, to get greater yields, greater rewards at the end, whatever that may be, a safer, healthier way of shutting down, a safer way, or whatever this is. But this brings healing and insight into self. Okay, so then that's this connection. This is a good chunk of our day. Now you see there's a little quincunx happening here with the moon, because there's a lot going on here, the moon and Uranus. Uranus is our rebellious planet. Right? Uranus is the rebel. I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to figure things out on my own. Taurus is the old tried and true. Okay? We're experiencing it now, and it's going to be amplified tenfold, 100-fold, in the next 3 weeks over the next 2 years, when Saturn and Jupiter meet here on December 20th, 21st, and Saturn and Jupiter move through Aquarius through 2021 and into 2023. Saturn will be here. Okay, this is huge because Saturn and Jupiter, Saturn says let's make it real. Jupiter is about expansion, moving into Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. Okay, it's the rebellious free-thinking sign. Okay, technologically driven. And then we have the moon stable in Taurus, meeting up with the most unstable planet in the zodiac, in our solar system, excuse me. And when we say this, we say, every month is like we can expect unexpected things to happen when we have this connection. This can be breakthroughs, this can be ahas and eureka moments that free and lift our hearts. Okay, it's just like if there's fear in our heart, this is something I talk about as well. I've talked about on the show, like Steve Irwin, the crocodile, what was it, crocodile hunter? No, what was he? Either way, he was like the Animal Planet guy, right? Steve Irwin. Was he a crocodile hunter? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Either way, the Australian guy, Steve Irwin. There can be no fear in the heart of that man as he's walking up to, or that individual, regardless, right? As he's approaching these beasts in the wild, hanging out with tigers and lions and whatever, there's a fearlessness in that heart. Okay, so if we're walking around with heaviness in our heart, okay, our emotional moon, this is weighs much about our hearts. Uranus is the rebelliousness that says break through, break free. And there's the thing in the traditional sign of Taurus that's just like, this is how it is. You stay out of the tiger cage, son, daughter, whatever. You don't go in there. You don't play with bears. And then you got this guy who's like, yeah, check it out, mate. Come on, let's go on an adventure. So there's like this. If we're holding on to something, Taurus can be, we're holding on to something. The earth signs, out of all the earth signs, Taurus, holds on to things the hardest, the longest. So emotional moon in Taurus, this is saying like, I've been holding on to these emotions, these feelings for a really long time. Uranus's job here is to shake that up. So this can be, I've been holding on to this feeling for a really long time. I've been holding on to this thought, this idea. These are all interrelated, right? Same thing, like I've been told to fear and stay away from this because this animal can kill me. And just the same, that animal fears you, saying this human, this two-legger can kill me. Run from it, fear it, and it takes that special kind of freeing to come together. Okay, so Uranus has that kind of effect with the moon in Taurus. Okay, we have very traditional, stubborn, breakthrough, break free, brand new. It's the most difficult place for Uranus to be. And for my friends that have Taurus, sun, moon, heavy personal planets in Taurus, I know that you're feeling this. I talk to you all the time. And in this particular day, look at this now. How unique is this that when the moon and Uranus are meeting up at 7 degrees, Venus is in opposition at 7 degrees, almost exactly, 7:43 to 7:30. You know what I mean? And Venus and the moon definitely deal with our emotions and our heart. And Venus rules Taurus, right? Venus rules Taurus. This is the things, traditions and things that I love. And she also rules Libra, of course, which is about other people. So this is the things that I love, want, and desire. This is the people that I love, want, and desire. Okay? And this is saying like this traditional thing that was worked in the past, it's not going to work now. It's not. It's just like, I have this dream. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go work hard my 9 to 5, and I'm going to work for somebody else's company and I'm going to retire at the age of 60. It's like, that's crazier this point in this time in life than being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, having a radical idea, a free thinking, business endeavor of some sorts is safer than the old traditional way that, it's just like when you go to college and you You know how you graduate high school, you go to college, you get a job, you work for a company, and you retire. And it's like, nah, no, we've waved goodbye to that right now. We need free thinkers. We need the radicals, and we have this Venus. This is like my love and desires. It's like, I must be willing to go deep, right? I must be willing to go deep to connect with that which I want to manifest in this life. And then we have Mercury here. Again, the only one that has jurisdiction, really, out of the personal planets anyway, to go here, or any of the planets, with the exception of Pluto, to go here in the underrealm, according to mythology. Please understand that, why I say that. According to the mythology, Mercury here, who can strike a deal with Hades, which is Pluto. Okay, both 23 degrees. So it's like there is a lot of energy happening with transformation. Okay, Venus says, this is what I love, want, and desire. And my emotional moon wants stability in a place that I must be free thinking and radical and almost away from tradition. This is finding freedom in a lack of consistency. This is the wind blowing. This is finding a rhythm in a song in the leaves. You know what I mean? This is falling in love with something not concrete, falling in love with just something different than what you'd thought. It's radical thinking. I don't know. There's so many different ways, but it's also transformative thinking. Because Pluto's over here in Capricorn, of how we govern ourselves, govern our minds, govern our bodies, govern our daily practice. Mercury here at 23 degrees forming the sextile over to Pluto. This is an easy flow of energy between two very powerful signs. And both of these signs only deal with power, but they deal with control. And Uranus in Taurus deals with control, as this is one of the signs that has the most control, would be Taurus. Because it is a fixed sign, where Capricorn, although it's control, it's like, I have to control to steer the ship because we're bringing winter and nobody wants winter. And Saturn in Capricorn's like, well, it's a necessary part of this life and we have to go in this direction and I can't allow you to commandeer my ship. You know what I mean? So that's the sense of control. Like, well, no, we have to go in this direction. We have to go to the scarcity. We have to go to the low temperatures to be able to appreciate the highs, Where this is like, this stubborn to a fault. This is, I'm not budging for things. I don't want to, everything has its right place. And this is how it's been done. There's no point in reinventing the wheel. And this is like, we have to find comfort in reinventing the wheel. We have to find a joy and an appreciation and a need in saying, I see this wheel that we've been using for 1,000 years isn't going to work for the application of tomorrow, of the future, right? Uranus is about the future. Uranus rules Aquarius. Okay, this is about a better tomorrow. So it's like our emotional moon being stable today, stable but thinking about tomorrow. It's interesting. There's a lot of interesting energy. So this is like preparation, being stable, being comfortable while things change, comfortable in instability, maintaining stableness in instability. Okay, this is the chaos, the storm happening, and it's just like you're the sequoia, you're this giant redwood tree, and it doesn't matter if things are, how bad this storm is. It's like we're grounded, staying firm. Everybody else can lose their mind and go crazy. Everybody else can be stocking up on 200 rolls of toilet paper and whatever, and it's just like, okay, I've got my my Zen-centered space. And I'm going to allow whatever necessary things into my life. I'm going to observe and transform and change whatever I need to in my life. And if it's mental, that's what's coming right now. That this is a mental thing. This is mental and emotional. Okay, through this Pluto sextile over there to Mercury creating a septile down here to the north node. Follow your own, go in your own direction, go down your own path. Okay. A lot going on, my friends. Go down your own path. Don't be afraid to, just, again, being that point of illumination here of the philosopher, of the educator. of the guru. All right. A lot of change, lots going on. I've been talking way too much. My friends, have a happy Friday. As always, Friday, the day of Venus, the day of the lovers. Okay, Venus opposed Uranus, opposing her home sign, opposing the moon. All right, emotional breakthroughs, needing to go deep, needing to dive deep, needing transformative communication to bring us a balance into our daily lives. It's a beautiful day, my friends. As always, thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll see you tomorrow.